UEFA surprises Barcelona after refereeing decision in Inter Milan match. Unprecedented statement from the Union of European Football Associations, UEFA, regarding referee Simon Marciniak's decisions in the Inter Milan versus Barcelona match. All eyes turn to the executive office in Nyon. In an unprecedented move, UEFA issued an exceptional statement whose length and content went far beyond what the footballing public is used to. It detailed the events of the UEFA Champions League semi-final second leg between Inter Milan and Barcelona, which, just hours after the final whistle, became a rich source of controversy in global media, and a battleground between advocates of refereeing justice and the institution that governs European football. The statement, described by internal sources at UEFA's headquarters in Nyon, Switzerland, as the longest and most sensitive since the Platini scandal, did not merely explain the events. It took on both a reflective and investigative tone, opening doors few expected to be opened at this time. The statement began with a charged sentence: "Football belongs to the fans, and if their trust in the fairness of the game is shaken, then the legitimacy of the entire institution is at stake." This opening served as an implicit declaration that what happened in that match could not be dismissed as ordinary refereeing errors. Rather, it had crossed the gray lines into dangerous territory, where the credibility of the entire competition was now being questioned by a vast audience who no longer see VAR as a tool for justice, but as a transparent veil behind which decisions are made that benefit only one side. The statement continued, "UEFA is closely monitoring everything that happened during the Inter Milan versus Barcelona match, with all its details, implications, and media and fan reactions. Within hours of the final whistle, we received more than 1,400 official and unofficial messages from clubs, critics, analysts, and major media outlets inquiring about the rationale behind decisions that angered an audience of over 1 billion people worldwide." This figure is unprecedented in UEFA's history. Incident 1. The handball by a Serbi. A moment frozen in history. The second section of the statement under the subheading 25th minute. When time stood still, read, "In the 25th minute of the match, Pedri sent in a cross into the penalty area, and Francesco Acerbi intervened to clear it, but the ball clearly touched his arm, sparking widespread controversy. Despite multiple visual replays showing that the arm was in an unnatural position and extended toward the path of the ball, referee Simon Marciniak decided not to refer to VAR, an explicit breach of the review protocol for contentious incidents inside the penalty area. In an unusual move, UEFA revealed part of the conversation that took place inside the VAR room. We informed the public that the Refereeing Oversight Committee has obtained a partial audio recording of the conversation between the main referee and the VAR room. It revealed hesitation and confusion in interpreting the incident, without a decision being made to compel the referee to review the footage on field. This sequence will be thoroughly examined in a closed session with independent observers from the European Refereeing Integrity Committee. Incident 2. Lautaro Martinez's penalty. A split within UEFA. The statement dedicated a specific section to the penalty awarded to Inter Milan that ignited outrage. The 68th minute witnessed a moment that could become a turning point in the history of the Champions League, when young defender Pau Cubarsí challenged Lautaro Martinez in a scene that created a rare division even within UEFA itself. Despite replays clearly showing the defender touched the ball before any contact with the striker's foot, the referee awarded the penalty without hesitation, prompting loud protests from Barcelona players. UEFA's Disciplinary and Refereeing Committee immediately summoned 3 international experts following the match to analyze the incident from technical, legal, and behavioral perspectives. The results of this analysis will be published in a special report to be presented to the Executive Office this coming Friday. For the first time in its modern history, UEFA addresses a specific club in an official statement. The text read, "To the esteemed FC Barcelona, we affirm that we take what was stated in your preliminary report seriously. An official summons has been sent to team officials to attend a technical and refereeing hearing at UEFA headquarters next week. We recognize that the situation has exceeded the bounds of human error, and we are not treating this matter as a routine issue. coded messages, and talk of a football Cold War within UEFA. Among the elements that attracted attention were unfamiliar phrases in the statement, such as, "Refereeing justice is not a gift. It is a condition for existence. We live in a time where every angle is under scrutiny, and credibility is built or destroyed in a single moment. Fair play doesn't just mean the absence of offside, but also the absence of collusion, negligence, and deliberate ambiguity." These phrases led several European analysts to suggest that an undeclared division exists within UEFA's hierarchy, between a conservative faction still defending the current refereeing system and a new reformist wing that sees such incidents as an opportunity to restructure the system from its roots. A looming surprise: Marciniak may be excluded from the Champions League final. Toward the end of the statement came the strongest hint. According to the approved protocols, referees are assessed after each decisive match, and based on this evaluation, it is determined who will be appointed to officiate the European final. We confirm that the final referee appointment has not yet been decided, and all options remain open. This indirectly suggests that Polish referee Szymon Marciniak, who previously officiated both the World Cup final and the Champions League final, could be excluded from this season's final. A serious blow to his international standing. In conclusion, European football awaits, while fans surround the silence of the decision. In a critical moment, UEFA stands before its most complex test in decades, amidst deafening silence from local and international refereeing bodies and mounting political and media pressure from the heads of clubs in Spain, Italy, and even England, all calling for comprehensive accountability for anyone contributing to the tarnishing of the game's image. Barcelona player attacks the match referee. Íñigo Martínez, Barcelona defender, launched a scathing attack on the referee of the team's match against Inter Milan in the second leg of the Champions League semi-final. The match at San Siro ended with a 4-3 win for Inter after going to extra time. The match witnessed major refereeing controversy, especially regarding the third goal scored by Inter Milan in injury time of the second half. Martínez. The refereeing. The decisions favored one side. Martínez said in remarks reported by Mundo Deportivo, "The decisions were all going in one direction and everyone saw that." He continued, "I don't want to talk much about it. In the end, it was up to the referee to make the decisions, and they were made that way. It's unfortunate." The Barca defender added, "We leave the pitch with our heads held high. We gave everything we could." Íñigo commented on the controversial moment with Acerbi. "He was celebrating the goal in my ear. I got angry, but the spit wasn't directed at him. If it had been, I would have been sent off." Íñigo also spoke about the impact of the elimination on the team's morale before Sunday's El Clásico. "The team remains motivated, and we will face the match against Real Madrid without any problems." Date of Barcelona's next match against Real Madrid. Barcelona will face their traditional rivals Real Madrid in La Liga next Sunday, the 11th of May, at the Montjuic Stadium. Barcelona fullback after European exit. There are matters beyond our control. Gerard Martin, Barcelona's fullback, sent a message to Barca fans after the team's exit from the Champions League semi-final. Barcelona lost to Inter 4-3 in the second leg at the Giuseppe Meazza Stadium, after drawing 3-3 in the first leg at the Luis Companys Olympic Stadium. Martin posted photos from the match on his Instagram account and wrote, "To Barca fans, we are deeply saddened not to have achieved what we hoped for after all these years. I only have words of pride for this team." He added, "We gave everything we had, but it wasn't enough. There are things beyond our control, but we have no choice but to lift our heads and move forward, now more than ever, for this badge, for this team, and for each one of you who walks this road with us." He concluded, "We will return to the place this club and its fans deserve, and we won't stop until we reach it. I feel prouder than ever, in victory and defeat." Lamine Yamal. "I will fulfill my promise to Barcelona and achieve it," and a strong message for El Clásico. Barcelona bid farewell to the UEFA Champions League at the semi-final stage at the hands of their Italian counterpart Inter Milan, after losing 7-6 on aggregate over the two legs. At the start of the season, the Catalan club's fans did not expect the team to reach this stage, but after the impressive performance delivered by the German coach Hansi Flick, the fans began to dream of lifting the Champions League title. Likewise, the players were eager to lead Barca to win the European title, which has been missing from the club's trophy cabinet since 2015. The disappointment was clearly visible on all the players, especially Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal challenges Real Madrid after Champions League exit. The young player expressed his sadness after the match and made a promise to Barcelona fans that he would try again to bring Barca back to the continental podium. Lamine Yamal wrote on his personal account after the match, "We gave everything we had this year. We will come back again, and we won't stop until we place this club where it deserves to be." He added, "I will fulfill my promise to Barcelona and achieve it. But Sunday is another final, and we all need to